Hi guys, welcome back to Estella Wilson Creation. Today is Kennedy Space Center Day. My husband is a space lover, but this is for space lovers or non-lovers alike. There was so much to do, and me and my niece did have a good time, even though we're not that into it as well. So this was my husband before we even left. You see, he's all smiles with his shirt. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you're in Orlando, maybe you can think about going there. As we are driving up, there's so much water actually on both sides of us, this side and the other side. And we are seeing straight ahead. I don't know if you guys can see it yet, but over there in the right corner, I can actually see the sign.
The missile bay?
Let's try to zoom in on it a bit. There we go. It looks really good. So I did want to tell you it was about a 45-minute drive, and the closer you get into this Kennedy Space Center, water does end to be on both sides of you. You do have to pay like 2 tolls. One was $2.50, I think, and one was $1.25 on your way there. It was kind of expensive. I mean, I can't remember the exact price, but it was pretty pricey. Maybe it was like $180 something for 3 people. And so this was us getting in. The parking lot situation was great. It wasn't too far. I like it because it's more convenient, kind of like Hollywood Studios or something. Magic Kingdom was just terrible to get into, so I did like the parking was just like normal. You park in front and you take a walk in. So this was the whole parking situation. We were actually really close. We were not far in the back. So this is us just finding a park. As soon as we got there, of course, we took some pictures by the NASA sign. My husband was in heaven. He knew all about this stuff, and I was just along for the ride. We did do a lot of research, and it said to get on the bus and go to the off-site area first. I can't think of the name. If I remember it, I'll insert it. But you have to get on the bus, and that's another like 40-minute. It is kind of like a tour, so they stop at all these places, and they tell you about the NASA or the Kennedy Space Center, and then they show you like the insides of the space centers, the outside. You get to meet astronauts, so many different educational things. My niece actually had to do some astronaut training. And forgive me if I'm not saying all the terms correctly, because like I said, I am not into like space and all that, but my husband really is. But we did find some good information in there and time. So here is my niece. She finished the training, and then here's the inside of like a space shuttle. Look at all the buttons in there. There's so many buttons inside that space shuttle. They're on top. they're all around. So you can get to push some buttons and play with the landing gear and things like that. So here is my husband with his turn. He is a big kid up inside there. So I did take some pictures of like all of the programming that it had going on. And this was kind of like inside one of the space shuttles. And my niece went inside, of course. I took a lot of photos. They do have opportunity to buy some gifts. The only thing I bought was a pen. Look at that bus. That's what they take when they're getting ready from the Kennedy Space Site over to where the shuttle is released. And here's my husband. He's playing this like space shuttle game where you can pretend to be driving a space shuttle, I guess. I didn't play it. I just kind of watched him. A lot of the stuff was over my head, but I mean, I still had a good time, and I had a good time because he had a good time. He goes to Disney so many times. For me, to go to Kennedy Space Center for him was nothing, and there was some good moments. We got to meet a real-life astronaut, and I'm going to insert a picture in a sec of us meeting an astronaut. He was really, really nice, and he did tell us a lot of information about himself and why did he want to become an astronaut. So if you go to Orlando a lot, or if you're just looking for something else to do besides the parks, and you have a space lover, or you just want to do something different, take the 45-minute drive, go to Kennedy Space Center. There's tons to do there. We got there about 9 or 10. I think we left at around maybe 3 or 4 because we were able to do a night show back at Disney once we got back to the hotel. So we left Kennedy Space. We actually had lunch, went back to the hotel, freshened up, and then went to a night show. So it was pretty much a full day. You could have stayed way longer, but we didn't watch a lot of the shows. There were so many learning like shows that they had, so if you wanted to watch that, you could probably be there all day long. So thanks so much for watching this video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.